guys, welcome to my channel Cloud Tech Services. We had previously talked about expanding disk space on virtual machines on HyperV. I have added the link to that video in the description below. Do check that out. For today's video, we will take a look at how you can increase disk space of an Azure virtual machine. Before looking into the actual demo, let's briefly talk about the components that would be required for the demo. Since this is to be performed on an Azure virtual machine, the most important component would be an Azure subscription. So for my trial today, I have an Azure subscription which is named as the Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, and I am the owner of that subscription. If you have a 1-month trial subscription, that would also work for this. Once you have access to the Azure subscription, you would need to create a Windows virtual machine in Azure. So let's take a look at the Azure lab that I have. So this is the resource group that I have created specially for my lab purposes, and as you can see, inside the subscription there is a Windows virtual machine hosted named Virtual Lab. If I take you to the overview, you will find here that the operating system installed on this is Windows 11, and this is currently in the turned off state or deallocated state. So today we will look into how we can expand the OS disk of the virtual machine. Similar to the HyperV virtual machine, the virtual machine must be first shut down before changing the disk size. And for the case of the Azure virtual machine, the resources needs to be deallocated. That is, you need to, if your virtual machine is running, you need to go to the Azure portal and you need to click on stop here, right here in the portal, to deallocate your resources. My machine is already deallocated, so I will start with the resizing of the disk. So for resizing of the disk, you need to click on the virtual machine and then go to disks. As you can see, there are two disks attached to this virtual machine. The first one is the operating system disk and the second is a data disk. So for my demo purpose here today in this video, we will talk about, or we will look into resizing the operating system disk. So we need to click on this OS disk. This page will show the configuration related to the operating system disk. To resize the disk, we will click on size and performance. Here you can see that the disk is already having 128 gigabytes size. I will just take it to the next level, that is, give it 256, and I will click on save. So this will start updating the disk configuration for me. A very important thing to be kept in mind here is you can increase your disk size for the virtual machine, but you cannot decrease the disk size because it comes with lot of complexity in the background to compress or decrease the disk size. So generally Azure does not provide descaling or decreasing the size of the disk. So now that this configuration has been saved right here, let's go ahead and start our virtual machine to see what happens actually once the disk has been added. So let's click on start here, and it will take some time to start. So we will come back to this video once my virtual machine has started, and then we will connect and see what needs to be done there. So now you can see that my virtual machine, that is the virtual lab, is already in the running status. I have downloaded its RDP file. So I'll just click on this and we will try to connect to this machine. So let's put in the credentials that I have for this machine and let's try to log in. So it would take some time for us to log into the machine. Now we are inside our machine. So let's click on the run command. To open the run command, you need to press your Windows key and R. And let's type in diskmanagement.msc and hit enter. So this would open the disk management interface. So here you can see that for the OS disk we have 129 GB unallocated. I hope if you have seen our previous video, this would be something similar that you would have found here. So now this was our initial disk size for the operating system, and we have increased it. The amount of space that was increased from the initial is showing as unallocated. So now to increase this size, we will just select this drive, right click on it and click on extend volume. So the extend volume wizard will show up. So just click on next, and you will already see that the unallocated space is already added here under disk 0. So you don't need to do any changes here. Click on next and then finish. So this now increased our operating system disk size to 255 gigs, which we already selected on the Azure VM. So now you have successfully expanded your disk size. With this, we come to the end of this demo. Please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel for more weekly content. Thank you for watching.